Hi everybody, it's me again. Today is September 24th, 2015. I am I have to look at my cheat sheet, 34 weeks post gastric sleeve surgery. I weighed in today at 175 pounds, so I'm down 97 pounds. And I'm pretty excited about that. My surgery was January 29th, 2015. So I'm actually only 25 pounds away from my goal. I want to weigh 150. I think I've mentioned that before in the video. Sorry, I tend to be a little repetitive. I apologize for that. And so 25 more pounds for my goal. I figured if I get to 140 even, I would be okay with that, but I'm not gonna, that's not gonna be my strive for my goal. So just kind of the things that have been going on. I did start a new workout program. It's called the 21-Day Fix. It's this crazy girl that does all these weightlifting things, and yeah, I found out I had muscles in my body that I never knew even existed. Dear gosh. But it's been kind of slow. My weight loss has been like, a pound a week, and my husband keeps reminding me, get off the stupid focus of the pounds and work on the inches. So to this week, when I weighed in this morning, I was down 3 pounds, so I was a little more excited about that. But it's a heck of a workout. It's a 30-minute workout. And so I thought maybe I might mix it up a little this next couple weeks and add a little bit of more, maybe elliptical or something a couple days a week, just to see if that kick starts anything. I've been this is hysterical. I have a friend of mine, and she's doing some altering on some of my clothes, which I'm pretty excited about, because some of my favorite clothes that I had that I forgot that I had that still have the tags on them, that were brand new but way too big, so she's fixing them for me. So my daughters decided we were going to have a fashion show. And yeah, I'm not going to lie, we had all had a glass of wine or two, or maybe 3. Anyway, so my one daughter especially goes in and gets all of her, what I would call her fat clothes, when she was like 160 pounds. And they decided to have a fashion show with me. It was hysterical, because at one point my other daughter, Christina, and it was Christina and Heather, Christina decides she has this one thing kind of like a Spanx. And so they were going to try and put it on me, but, Christina's smaller than I am, so yeah, I had Heather in the front of me, Christina was in the back of me, and they were like pulling this up, and literally I was getting picked up off of the floor because it was flipping hysterical trying to get these things on. I wore a girdle the day I got married, and that was 38 years ago, and I've never had anything on since then. And why do women use those things? I couldn't even breathe. But anyway, it was really funny. So they were putting on all these different dresses, size like 14s and stuff, that they were like, I had to lay down on the bed, and they were like holding me and zipping it up and going, "Oh, Mom, gosh, you look so hot." And I'm like, I can't breathe. But just that whole story to tell you that, so here I've got these clothes on, and yeah, I would not have worn them out in public because they were too tight, but at least they could squish me into them. And so I'm looking at myself in the mirror, and I come out, and I'm doing like this little modeling runway thing with my 2 girls and my husband. And right away, immediately, I go to my fat stomach. Instead of looking at it going, they looked really cute on, but I could not focus on the fact that they looked cute on. I couldn't focus on the fact that they could squish me in, literally, to a size 14. All I could focus on was my stomach. How could I go out into public with my stomach hanging like that and sticking out and the dress hugging it? And I've talked before about how I tend to be so negative, and I'm finding myself, I keep going back into these old, stupid patterns. So really try and work on that. I'm trying to work on it and stuff, and focusing so much on the negative. And I'm like looking at myself going, you've almost lost 100 pounds. What the hell's wrong with you? And I'm just trying so hard to get over that. And it's just something that has been ingrained in my brain for so many years. So I just wanted to share that story. It was very comical, I'm not going to lie. But just to share the story that, what, we need to work on these things, people. You guys that are watching this video and stuff, and so many of you people that have, written to me, and, this is a hard obstacle to overcome, because we have thought about it for so many years. And so let's celebrate, work together. We need to celebrate the positives and celebrate all the great things that are happening, that our bodies are getting smaller, that they're getting tighter, things like that. So I just kind of want to go through. Oh, the other thing I also came up against this week was I was having dinner with my husband. And again, I'm talking old patterns and stuff that are really hard to break. And it's not like I had a whole lot of food on my thing, but I had like a couple bites of salad left, and I had this challah bread, and I wanted, and my body was telling me, you're done, you need to stop. And I looked at my husband and I said, oh my gosh, I'm just so full, but I know I have to finish this. And I stopped for a second, and I looked at my husband and I said, did you hear what I just said? I said I had to finish it. And I'm like, why did I say I had to finish it? Because that is what I've been told all my life. You have to finish whatever on your plate. You have to, you can't throw food away. And so I thought to myself, wait a minute, I don't have to finish this. So I threw it all out into the garbage, which almost gave me a heart attack, because you just don't throw food away. And I was like, okay, you can do this. So that's another thing I really had to work on is, you don't have to finish everything that's on your plate. Even if you're under your protein a little, you can always eat a couple hours later. Don't eat until you get sick. And that's what I tend to do. So these are other habits that I'm really, really trying hard to work on is, okay, plates, plate size. My gosh, I looked at our dinner plates, and I was reading this article the other day online about, like in Europe, their dinner plates are like our salad plates. So we're discussing getting rid of all of our dinner plates. I mean, my bowls for cereal are, I swear to gosh, they've got to be like 16 ounces or something. And so, if you have a plate that size, what do you have to do? You fill the plate up. There's more room on the plate, you fill it up. So maybe we can all work on getting like some smaller plates and some smaller bowls, learning more portion sizes. This is going to be a little extra long video. I'm looking at it right now. I'm at 7 minutes, so sorry I'm ranting a little, but I thought those were kind of pretty important things to do. So working on portion size, working on, the positive attitude, and working on things like that. Last thing I have to tell you, yesterday was the Jewish holiday of Yom Kippur, and we celebrated it. And so you fast for 24 hours. And so my friend Pam, who has helped me, learn how to do these videos, we decided to break the fast at a restaurant that is it's a buffet. I'm not going to lie. It was a buffet. And so we go there. I think I did pretty good. But one of the things people have been talking to me about is my clothing, telling me to quit being an old lady, because I'm going to be 61 in January, but they tell me I'm dressing like an 85-year-old. So I have people trying to help me. So one of the things they've talked about is bras, getting a nice bra that pops those girls up. And last night in the restaurant, there was these 3 African-American women, and they were all hefty, probably, 300-pound size at least. And man, they were like perky and like up there. So I said to my friend Pam, I said, you know what? I'm going to go over and I'm going to ask them where they buy their bras. And they were like, what? You're going to do that? They were like, oh no, you're not going to do that. And I was like, oh, yes I am. So I did. I went up and started talking to them, and they were telling me Lane Bryant if you want underwires, and Catherine's, and to go somewhere to be measured and stuff. So I'm trying to change my image to not look so frumpy and dumpy, which is, a lot of bigger women like us. That's kind of something we do because we wear clothes that cover up our bodies so people won't see it. So I'm trying to get out of that habit of doing that. So anyway, that's pretty much it for this week, or for the last couple weeks. So I'll probably be checking back in again in a couple weeks. And like I usually say, go find someone in your life that you can bless. It doesn't mean you have to know them. Just be a blessing. Be a blessing every day, because God gives you the right to breathe, and you're still alive. One last thing, go check out on my Facebook page. You can check that out. It's Tammy's Gastric Sleeve Surgery Journey. And I'm going to leave one request. And yeah, I'm going to cry. I've spent the last couple, my brother, Wes, keep him in your prayers. He's in the hospital. He's been fighting bone cancer for years. He's like a walking miracle as it is. But he's having a lot of issues. The cancer might be in his brain. We're not sure yet. We'll find out in another day or so. So, many of you know I lost my mom in February. and I'm just not up to losing somebody else right now. But so I'm just asking you as a community to keep him in prayer and uphold him, that whatever it's, if it's his time to go, that God will make it an easy passing, and if it's not, that he'll heal him. Anyway, thank you all. God bless you guys, and we'll see you in a couple weeks. Bye-bye.